Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic, what is a store procedure in SQL? How can I create it, right? So it's simple. Understand first what it is. So a store procedure is a pre-written statement you can execute or call it again and again. So what does that mean is if you want to return a data from a table or maybe multiple tables, right? And you don't want to write that script again and again because you want to store that script at one place, and that is what the store procedure comes in play. Okay, so store procedure is a pre-written statement or a script that is a store, a process is stored. Pretty much that's what it is, and it is pretty simple to create a store procedure. I'll show you right now, so as you follow along here. So this is the sample data I have from the country table. If I run this is what I'm getting from the country table. And let's say, for example, I want to get, let's say, let me write that query, or I can copy this, copy that again, paste it here, bring this in another line, and make some room here. Okay, select, what do you want to select? That's fine, I want to select everything. Okay, just everything from the country, but I want this data to show the region only, Asia. Okay, so where region equals Asia. So this is pretty much, I'm filtering the data. So we want to store a process, a script, and this will be called again and again many times downstream in the reporting purpose, or the person wants to see this again and again, the same data, right? Only the reason they are interested in Asia. So that process, you don't want to come that and write this script again and again to return the data and send it to them, right? And in that case, what you do is you have this select statement as is, just keep that there, and up here you're going to do, first I would always recommend use name of the database first. Okay, sample db2 in my example here, and then go. What this does is, in case you are in some other database, for example, let me stay in a master, or maybe sample db1. Let's see, I'm on sample db1 database, and if you write this code here, and this is ignore this one, okay, because this is to give you the sample data. So you don't want that. So anyway, I commented that should be good. So first thing you're always going to write down is use the name of the database and go. So pretty much what this does is, if you're in some other database and you forgot to switch back to that database, this will automatically switch it. That's pretty much saying, hey, use this database. Simple enough, right? Okay, so whatever this process we're going to create is going to store in this database. Okay, keep that in mind. So this is very important. So now after that, give it some space there, and then write down create procedure. That's the name of the procedure, right? So procedure, procedure, create procedure, and then you want to give the name ABC, whatever, but you want to give the logical name SP underscore. SP stands for naming convention, store procedure. Usually that's what the developers will write down, view as a VW underscore, things like that. So if you follow this process, it'll easy for you in the day-to-day life to find the store procedure easily. Anyway, so create procedure SP underscore, and this would be country country data, right? This is a country, this data is coming from country population, country's population, and from country table, right? So you want to name country Asia. Okay, so that's, I think that should be good enough. So logical, this is a store procedure, that's what we are saying, and this is the name, and this is the name of the store procedure. So, and then give it a space as begin. Let's do lowercase, that's fine. As begin, and when it's begin, you always have to write here end. Okay, see the red curly warning was here and it's gone because if our code wasn't complete initially, that's why. So let me hide these results here. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, let me tab this one, indent. So create procedure, name of the procedure, and then as, let me tab this back, tab it back, hold on. Okay, tab it back here. Okay, there you go. So create procedure, name of the procedure, and then as begin and the select statement, whatever you want to return, right? Whatever you want to select, and there could be multiple joins, filter condition, and things like that. So everything, the code, the main recipe goes here, right here, okay? And then since there's a begin, you'll have to always, let me tab this. So when there's a begin, you always have to end. So this is the way the code is written. So if I execute this one, if I execute the whole code, it's going to create command completed successful message will pop, which is right there. And what that is now the procedure or stored procedure has been created with this name. Where? Guess where? Which database it's created? In this database, because we said, hey, use sample db2. So if I refresh the sample db2 database, and you will see, right click and refresh this database, which is right here, and expand programmability folder. Programmability, that's where the stored procedure is going to live. Okay, expand that one, and there's a folder called stored procedure. Expand that one, and you will see a nice named stored procedure which is called sp underscore country Asia. That's what we named, right? And this is exactly where it is. So how do you use this, right? When or how do you execute that one, right? So if I go to a new window, new query window, and let me execute that store procedure first, you can bring this store procedure here, drag and drop on the screen, and then write down execute, execute, name of the store procedure, execute, name of the store procedure, and that's it. So give it a try, and then highlight it, execute it. It will give you the data for the region Asia, because that's what the code is doing, right? When we wrote the code, we said, hey, I want everything where the region is only Asia, and that's what the store proc is returning. See, so this is what store procedure is handy. So later in day-to-day life, you don't have to write this code again, because you just go ahead and execute this command, execute the name of the stored procedure, and you'll get the results of your choice. Okay, and you can create multiple stored procedure based on what kind of data you want to return, right? Or you want to store there in the store proc, right? So you can create multiple store proc, just like this, and save it with a specific logical name. That way later you can execute that to return the data, just like this. So if these store procs can be also created with parameters, maybe that's another topic I'll discuss later in another video, but not now. But this is simple. So this is how you create a store procedure. And another way to execute is you can also do execute, or you can also say exec. This will also do the job. Let me run that again. And so you don't have to type the whole execute word. You can do both. Exec will also do the thing. So you can either type in execute everything, all the spelling, and run it, or you can say exec. It will also run it. It will also run. See, and another way to run is there's a right click and manual way you can run it. So on the store proc you can right click and execute store proc. You can also do that, and it's going to give you a graphical window. Let me give it a second here. So if there's any parameter, then you'll have to select and pass the values, but in this case I don't have any parameter, no variable, so I'm good. Just say okay in this window, and then it will return exactly what we just saw. You will see this code, and it will return three records, and return value is always going to show 0, because this is uh, showing that there's no issue, the code ran successfully. If there's an issue, then this won't be 0, this will be something different if there is an error or something. So this is a manual way you can do it. However, uh, we can execute like with this command. So hopefully this is how you create store preserve. Very simple, and hopefully this helps. And please like and subscribe more videos. I mean, like and subscribe my channel so I can make more videos. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.